A couple of months ago, my husband decided that he was going to write the president of Spain an email. Me? I told him not to bother. To me, it was like watering a plastic plant. Our friends and our family were of the same frame of mind. It wasn't worth the effort. He did it anyway. And well, 2 months later, we have a reply. The thing is, Roberto is magnetic. The first time I left Spain, it was to move to the US. He'd applied for his green card while I was pregnant because I wanted to be close to my mom. By then, we'd been married for about 2 years. We expected the green card to take maybe a year or two to get approved. But shortly after our little buttercup was born, we had to hightail it to the US to abide by the green card requirements. Somehow it only took 6 months. With the unexpected move, Roberto had to figure out how he was going to take care of his family now. He'd worked at the airline that I was still working at. It's how we met, but there were no roles available in Miami. So he decided to go into luxury hospitality instead. The hotel he worked at, it was a fantastic hotel. The most interesting celebrities and dignitaries would stay there. While he worked there, he was even able to meet the Dalai Lama. The easiest way to know when a VIP will arrive to a luxury hotel is when all the suits gather at the front door. And since there were so many people around, Roberto stayed off to the side for his arrival. When the Dalai Lama arrived, he waved his greetings to everyone, but for whatever reason, he made a beeline for my husband. Then he grabs Roberto's hand and looks at him in the eyes, and he said something in what we assume is a dialect of Chinese. Then he headed into the hotel for his stay. My husband thinks it was a blessing of some sort. I don't know what it was, but I do know that we are truly blessed. Things like this would happen all the time. My husband was able to meet the King of Spain this way. One of my husband's colleagues broke composure, and that somehow started a conversation with the king. And then my husband was able to introduce himself to King Juan Carlos I, and he was able to tell the king about his service to Spain through the Spanish army and the Guardia Civil. Again, Roberto is magnetic, and random things like this would happen to him. So when he said he was going to write the president of Spain, I should have known that we'd hear back. Actually, Roberto encouraged me to reach out to my congressman when I was having trouble getting my FBI background check back. It had been months since I'd been given the confirmation that my request was received. I'd started to freak out that my application for residency in Spain would expire before I received my certified and translated background check. He told me to reach out to my congressman, and with some hesitation, I did it. I was reluctant because I'd left the United States. Then I realized, oh, I'm not a resident in Spain, so yes, my representative still represents me. The team, they helped me as much as they could. What no one could have anticipated was that the FBI was behind and had sent my application to Texas. And for whatever reason, getting information out of the Texas office was impossible. After a few weeks, I got a message back from my congressman's office telling me that they had reached a dead end. The following day, my background check arrived. I don't know what happened or how it happened, but like I said before, we are blessed, and this was a blessing. It was the last piece in the puzzle of my residency in Spain. All of this just reminds me to be bold with what I do. I mean, the worst that can come from this is not getting a reply, just thinking about the times that I didn't try something because I thought that it would be a waste of time gives me regret. So when my husband decides to write the president of Spain, I should be more encouraging because with us, you never know what will happen. But by not even trying, the only thing that you can guarantee is regret. So let me share with you what he wrote to the president of Spain, but translated into English. Dear Mr. President, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to you as a concerned citizen about the future of science and education in our country and around the world. In recent years, we've witnessed a growing interest from scientists and academics in the United States. People who are seeking a more supportive environment to carry out their work. Science and education are fundamental pillars for progress of any society. Spain has the opportunity to become a refuge for those professionals. individuals who wish to contribute to research and knowledge in a more open and collaborative setting. Therefore, I propose that you consider the possibility of facilitating the immigration of these American scientists and professors by providing them with access to job opportunities, as well as residency for a minimum period of 4 years with options for renewal. By implementing policies that encourage the arrival of these talents, Spain would not only benefit from their experience and expertise, it would also strengthen its position as a hub for innovation and scientific development in Europe. Additionally, this initiative could enrich our universities and research centers, promoting a cultural and academic exchange that would benefit both sides. I understand that immigration is a complex issue, but I firmly believe that opening our doors to these professionals could be a valuable investment in the future of our country. I'm confident that many citizens share this vision and would be willing to support initiatives that foster diversity and progress in the scientific fields. I sincerely appreciate your attention to this proposal and trust that you consider the importance of attracting these talents to our nation. Sincerely, Roberto. It took about 2 months to get a reply back. It wasn't a form letter either. It was a detailed email from the Department of Citizen Assistance and Response within the Office of the President of the Government. I'm not going to read the reply letter verbatim, but here's the gist of it. Spain has a commitment to advancing science, research, and innovation. Key initiatives include reforms to the law on science, technology, and innovation to improve researchers' rights, job stability, and resources. There's guaranteed public funding for research and development. This is targeting 1.25% of the GDP by 2030. They highlighted the plan for attracting and retaining scientific talent that was launched in 2022. This was to reverse the brain drain and attract global expertise. Additionally, the new 2024 to 2027 state plan increases annual research investment by 32%, and that's compared to the prior cycle of 2017 to 2020, which the levels of research, it's increased by 73%. And I provided the links to those in the video description. I had totally forgotten that Roberto had written to the president. It was quite exciting to see the reply. It truly served as a reminder not to give up on things before you start them because you never know what can happen. Now, what I'd like you to know is that YouTube wants you to watch this right now. But if you don't think YouTube knows what it's talking about, then watch this. And if you haven't subscribed, you're probably going to miss my house tour next week. And that would really be a shame. Okay, bye.